Hello, everybody. It's Michael Pierce here. I've been having a very difficult time making this video. Uh, I've been having a very difficult time making any video for the past, well, since whenever I made the Patreon video. And I don't know why that is. I'm having a very difficult time figuring that out. And I don't know. I want to make a video where you see. So you know what? No, we'll keep going. You see what's happening. It's happening right now, where it's like I see. I feel awkward putting this on camera and putting this up there. I swear I'm fine, even if I seem very frustrated. Everything's fine. It's just when I'm in front of the camera now, for some reason, it's like I can't. I don't know. Maybe I need to break through some kind of a barrier. So you know what? Y'all are going to be my therapist today. That's what YouTube is for. So this is I don't know how many it actually is, but I'm not exaggerating when I say it's probably like 55th, 56th take. Not tonight, thank heavens. I'm not, I don't know, but I told myself I'm going to just keep going. I will keep going till midnight in this classroom and make this stupid video if I have to. I don't care. I'm going to break through this because I'm tired of not making videos, because I like making videos and I have ideas I want to share. They're over on the board right over there, and I wrote my notes over there, but I wanted to make this video first where I explain how my life has been so you know. I don't know. I just want to catch y'all up and get stuff off my chest. So you're going to play therapist for me. That's what we're going to do. The true parasocial relationship. I feel awkward every time now that I say parasocial relationship, because there was a moment in the Patreon video where I said it, and then when I re-listened to it, I felt like it sounded as though I was knocking you guys, and then I was really annoyed with myself. I shouldn't say annoyed. I was just kind of like, I wish I hadn't said that way, even though I know from experience that people usually don't notice, but it still is painful for me. And I'm just hypersensitive about how I think I'm coming off to people. And I think for whatever reason, that's just been heightened in front of the camera when I make these videos. I'm just very sensitive to how I think it's going to come off to people. It's weird. I didn't used to have that, so I don't know what about grad school has made that the case. And it really wasn't just grad school. I mean, I guess I've to a certain extent had this problem for a while now, ever since I finished the book, really. No, it hasn't been that long. It's definitely been very pronounced during grad school. I'm not joking about the 56 or however many takes it was of just sitting down in front of the camera, always starting the same way. And a lot of them would literally, I would get just like 7 or 8 minutes in and just be like, nope, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't, the particular way that I said that phrase doesn't set the right tone for the video that I want to make. It's not right, and people will think this or think that. I think the only reason I've gotten this far is because I came up with my solution, my mental solution that, okay, you know what, we're going to play therapist. That is the role that you have, and that is how I can justify to myself what I'm doing here. I'm sure it sounds weird to you guys, and I swear it's going to sound weird and stupid and cringy to me like a week from now if I watch this video. See, I brought my finger in front of the camera. I'm like, no, don't do that. That's weird. It makes them uncomfortable. I don't know what it is. It's very strange, but at least I'm talking now because I don't know. I think in the Patreon video I made, and some of the things that I said were partly I was trying to figure out what the problem was, and I wondered if maybe the problem was, as I described it there, that maybe I'm feeling beholden to you guys in this sort of, I keep saying parasocial relationship. I don't know. And I was like, maybe that's what's causing problems. I mean, I still was going to delete the Patreon anyway. I just finally decided it was time um, to retire that. I sort of have that off my chest now, but um, yeah, it didn't solve the problem of struggling with making videos. So um, yeah, there was something else I'd wanted to say uh, on this subject. Well, I can't think of it now, but maybe it'll come up. Um, yeah, so yeah, I'm very sensitive to what I think other people are thinking at any moment. I mean, my brain in that respect works very, very fast, faster than me. And so it can kind of take control sometimes in a weird way where I'll be talking and then that part of me that is always like checking, um, you know, will seize me up or make me very nervous. That's kind of how it is. It's like self-censorship. I've talked about this before way back when. It's always been there. It's just for some reason it's been really pronounced lately in these videos, and I don't know why that is. Um, yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if I really have anything more to say on that topic other than I've been really struggling to make videos. I mean, I do. It's interesting. I get, as you can probably tell, I get a real kick out of sort of psychoanalyzing myself. I'm like, why am I having that reaction? Why is that happening? You know, why? Which is why I've kept all of the bad takes and have kind of occasionally tried watching back over to them, see if I can see what's happening. But it's all internal. You can't really see it. It'll sound like everything's fine, more or less, and then maybe I kind of stumble or I say something odd or that to a casual viewer they wouldn't even notice what the heck the problem was, but I just stop and I kind of sit, and then if I sit too long then it's like, well, this is awkward, and immediately the desire to escape, which is so easy with making a video. All I got to do is reach my finger over and touch it. um, it's so easy, and anything can do it. Like just a moment ago, there was a feeling of, oh, I'm being too serious, right? I'm being it's a weird thing to say. I'm being too serious, or I'm being too self-indulgent, maybe, with the fact that I'm kind of psychoanalyzing myself on camera, and then there's that little voice in my head that's like, people aren't going to care about this. This is embarrassing. This is cringy. This is going to be cringy looking on the interweb. I don't know. I just have to kind of get over that roadblock, because I know that people want to know how I'm doing, which is weird. I feel like I don't want to say my training, but upbringing to a certain extent, and also my nature. It's in my nature to just sort of assume that I'm not going to share much about myself personally. It's not like I'm going to be telling you about my personal life here, but even just, I think it's just I usually work under the assumption that, well, other people don't care. I'm not going to assume that other people care. And if you assume the worst in that respect, then you won't run into the worst. So I think that might be a part of it. So, and I watch people, and I see the mistakes that other people make, and I can tell when other people are cringing at them, and so I try not to do those things. And yeah, anyway, I was saying something interesting before, but I can't remember. So yeah, it is interesting that I seem to be able to keep this going by saying, this is a therapy thing. This is for the good of humanity. Maybe if I frame it in that way, maybe someone can study what's going on in my head as I explain it, and it can help somebody else. You see, this is a public service. That way, ooh, that's interesting. Is it an FE thing? Am I like rejecting any sense Like, do I need an FE explanation to satisfy myself? Am I rebelling against my FI or something? That's interesting. I don't know how far I'd like to take that, but that's maybe a way of phrasing it. But yeah. So anyway, the main point is I've been having trouble making videos, but what you're going to see is my breaking through that tonight, because I'm not leaving this classroom until I've solved the problem. So whichever take of this you get is the whiz of me bursting forth from my egg like a glorious phoenix. That's right. Yeah. So, and whenever I make this catch-up video, then I'm going to make a video about what I have written on the board over there. So I'm going to do that too, and that's going to take as many takes as I need because I'm sick and tired of this. So, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say on that for now. However, I will give you an update on how my life is going. My life is going fine. And I think that's the right way. Not a, oh, I'm fine, but in like a genuine, everything's fine. Things are on track. In case you haven't watched any of my, I don't know why you'd be watching this video if you haven't watched some of my other videos, because this is literally just me rambling about my life video. But what was I going to say? Hold on, just a moment. See, if I were a professional, I would pause the video at this point. Or if I were really professional, I would put it in a stupid in an editing program and edit it. But I don't want to do that because the editing on my phone takes too long, and if I don't do it on my phone, then I have to upload it to my computer, and it messes up the quality. And no, I don't want advice on how to fix it, because it's probably because it's a TE thing, and I don't want to have to bother with the TE. That's the MBTI explanation. Maybe there's another way to phrase the explanation, but that's how I'll put it. That probably is what it is. Now that I think about it, is that, you know, the moment when it comes to like technology in that respect of like, oh, here's how you do the thing more efficiently. If you use this other program, or here's the best program to use. It's, that's definitely a TE thing. I've heard people talk about that because like my own anti-TE instincts, the sense that I feel very like I don't, it's weird. It's like I get very uncomfortable when people try to give me that kind of advice, even though for them, it's like for me, this is a very socionics thing. So Jack Aaron, if you're watching, Jack Aaron will know exactly what's going on here. For me, it's like I get very self-conscious. That's the word I was looking for. Because I know I'm not very good with that kind of stuff, and it's just I don't like that to use the socionics terminology, the information elements that are associated with even just those kinds of simple things. Because I can do it on my own, but when other people try to help me there, then I feel very self-conscious. So yeah, that's a lesson for you there about the POLR from from Michael Pierce, because we know that I don't know what the joke was I was going to make there, but anyway, where was I going with this? Yes, I wanted to talk about how things are going. Things are going fine. I'm in a master's program for philosophy. I'm not going to say where because I'm not going to. Not just out of privacy, that's all I mean by that. Though, I mean, I don't know, there's probably like clues and things, I suppose, in videos, or maybe things I've let slip where you could figure it out. It doesn't really matter to me. Don't come stalk me, though. That will be a problem. But, yeah, so I'm here doing the master's program. I'm pretty sure I mentioned in the Patreon video that there were certain things that had not what's the right way of putting this? I've rehearsed this in my head of the right way to put this, but I've never found the right kind of string of words to properly express it. There've been some interpersonal issues, not with me, but sort of indirectly from me being uncomfortable from other people having some tension with each other. And that has a lot to do, I think, with very different political persuasions that people have. But I actually think, more importantly, very different. Well, the political side is probably the easiest to explain. I suppose it goes deeper than that. And there don't seem to be that many typology problems. Because that doesn't seem to really be an issue. It's more we have a unexpectedly diverse department in that respect. Among the grad students, in any case, which is to say that our self-professedly, that's not a right word, but there are more than zero conservatives, we'll put it that way, which my cynicism was kind of like, wow, there's more than zero conservatives in this humanities philosophy department, which has caused some issues to a certain extent, but I don't know, I don't want to go too much into that. There probably will be a much longer video years down the road, and also I don't want anything I say to well, I haven't said what department I'm with, so it wouldn't reflect poorly on the department. I get along well with the professors. I have my very strong disagreements with some of them, of course. I have very strong opinions on what I think philosophy should be and where it should go that are not shared particularly by many of the more high-powered people in philosophy at the moment. There's a particular culture that I do not care for whatsoever. And there's also some general things about how higher education in the graduate, particularly in graduate classes, how that is typically conducted, which I decided I'd take some serious issue with. And that's across the board. So, and I think that's all things that I said in the Patreon video, which I'm just kind of repeating here because I don't know if I don't really, well, this isn't really the video for that. I'd want to formulate my thoughts more, which I think is what I'd said before I launch forth into a tirade or anything like that. What I do, I think, and I think I've mentioned this too, what I really enjoy the most out of everything is the teaching, my opportunity to teach, because I've had that as a part of the program, and I'll have the chance to teach my own course next semester, and I'm very excited for that because even just the sort of assistant teaching that I've been doing so far, I've had the opportunity to basically teach my own class once a week, and I love it. And I love interacting with the students. I don't know why it's just like, this is what I'm designed to do. I can do this all day long. It's just so much fun. And as far as I can tell, the students like it too, which is, I mean, I would not enjoy it if I didn't feel like the students were getting something out of it, but I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, which I'm thankful for. I've actually used, it's not entirely true that I haven't made videos, I just haven't made videos for the general public on my channel. I've made some videos where I've been explaining concepts. We've been teaching logic. Introduction to Logic is the class that I TA for, and so I've been explaining some basic logic principles and things, using videos in order to supplement what I and also the professor have said in class. It's made sense at times. It's allowed me to do demonstrations of things that the students can watch in their own time, and then of course, they're like, you have like 35,000 subscribers or however many it is, and I'm like, yep, I'm in this particular community, I am sort of a celebrity. I shouldn't say sort of a celebrity. I mean, yeah, I'm well known in this community, and they're like, wow. They're not really like that. I don't think any of them have watched any of my videos. But anyway, so I really enjoy that, and I'm really looking forward to that. And as far as I can tell, I'm doing well in the program, and I'm looking forward to doing my thesis. I intend right now to do it. Part of the reason I've done a lot of stuff with quantum mechanics is I intend it to be rather heavy in quantum mechanics and in trying to figure out, trying to sort through the different interpretations and make some headway and progress with that, because I do think that there are connections between it and the philosophy of mind, not in the sense of like the observer problem, but in the sense of the implications quantum mechanics may have for the metaphysics of our world, or for what matter actually is, the implications that quantum mechanics may hold for that could have ramifications in the philosophy of mind. In fact, I just realized I have not read my paper which got me into this program. So that's another video I really should make, because I'm very proud of that paper. So I should definitely do that. I might even do that tonight. But yeah, so those are the main things. And life has been going well. All the usual things that happen in life. I got sick some weeks ago. There's been a stomach flu going around, and I was incapacitated for a week. That was pretty awful. Yeah, I don't know. Do you feel like you know me better yet? Have we? Sorry, I just think I think because I've been so with like the parasocial relationship, I've latched onto that word. I think because it's a part of my upbringing in an indirect way, and it's also, I know that I have the potential to become overly concerned with, like the likes that I get in the video, or are my videos getting enough views, and these very natural parasocial things that can happen where you become overly reliant on the approval of these people who you haven't actually met in real life. And I think I've, to a certain extent, overcompensated in my desire to try to avoid that happening by, certainly as of late, I think that might be a part of the problem, is me wanting to just kind of talk about how things are going and feel as though, yeah, people feel updated, they know where I'm at, blah, blah, blah. Because I like feeling like everybody is on the same page, particularly as far as where I am and where I'm concerned. That always just makes me feel 100% better. And I don't think that is at all an unhealthy thing in this context. I don't think so. I feel pretty good now. So yeah, it's like I'm hanging out with you, except I do all the talking and you do all the listening, and also it doesn't happen at the same time. But I don't know, it's interesting. So I feel like I do have quite a few stories to tell, but I feel like they should wait. There needs to be some distance before I just, I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm, even saying that makes me oddly uncomfortable, because it's like, ooh, what's he going to say about the others in the department? What's the juicy gossip? And it's like, I'm not talking any juicy gossip. That's not what I mean. And I'm not talking about anything now. But now I'm getting flustered because, I don't know why. I don't think I have anything else. So that's your update. I'll answer questions in the comments if I so desire. I suppose. I guess that's always the case. Yeah. Okay. I think I finally did it. Yay. All right. I am going to go ahead and record. Wish me luck. I'm going to record the other video of some typology related stuff I've been thinking about. So I don't know when I will upload that, but I'll put a message in the description because I'm going to upload this. But if something happens, no, actually nothing's going to happen. I'm going to record that video, like I said, even if it takes me all the way to midnight and the janitor has to kick me out. Okay, we're good. In a weird sort of way, I love y'all. Love you guys. Thank you for all of your support over the years, for whoever's been here or is new, and I don't know. It's an interesting world out there. So thanks for watching, and I hope you're all doing all right. And God bless. All right.